Our phone number is 877-937-1047. The text line, you text JJR and whatever you want to say to the number 96893. We'll get your text. We'll read you your text. We'll call you back. We'll do all kinds of stuff. Peyton, why are you limping?
Oh, my goodness. My body hurts in places that it has not hurt in a very, very long time. So this summer, the whole month of June, we have something that's called Summer Ball. So basically, all of the high school girls at the varsity level and the JV level, we go to summer camp. And they go up to the high school and they practice for 2 hours and we prepare for the weekends where we play in tournaments to kind of get them a vibe going into preseason. So yesterday was our last day of camp and the girls really wanted to play the coaches. So there's 5 of us coaches, so we did like a 5-on-5 continuous basketball game. And they had no idea that their coach still got it like that because I was getting buckets on them. Straight up buckets. They were fouling me, hacking me. I'm knocking down threes in their face. I'm blocking shots out of bounds.
Let's go.
And oh my gosh, you guys, like my ribs hurt even just to laugh. I am so sore.
And that's just today. Wait till tomorrow. It's always the 2 days after.
I know. It's so brutal, but I was like, I'm going to need that film because I need to post this.
Yeah,
because,
you got film?
Yeah, I got film. Like, I'm 26, and I'm still running with the 15 and 16-year-olds. And I was, like, walking out because we won. We ended up winning 2 games back-to-back. We didn't even have to cheat. Like, we really just won. And we're walking out, and they're like, yeah, whatever. You guys are just washed and old. I said, listen, if we did this to you guys today, imagine how I was when I was your age. You would have had no chance.
Well, did the other 4 people on your team play well? Or was it just you?
So there was 5 of us.
I don't know if she noticed.
And there was 5 of us, and then there was 3 of us that put the works on them. The other 2... They're a little old. They couldn't really hang.
Yeah, I was on Twitter and I clicked on how like on social media, if you look at one video, all of a sudden you get thousands.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming this is what's happened to me is I clicked on this one video of Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah.
And now all I get are of her and Caitlin Clark and what happened the other day.
Yeah.
Right. It's not just my feed; it's everywhere.
No, it's everywhere.
And honestly, I kind of have mixed feelings about that whole thing because as a basketball player and as a coach, everyone's targeting Caitlin Clark. They're going after her. I'm like, no, that is just women that are passionate about the game and they're being aggressive and they're being competitive. They're not targeting her. If you go back and you look 10 years ago, Diana Taurasi was doing the same thing. Candace Parker was doing the same thing. But Sophie Cunningham was about that smoke. She was about it.
She looks tough.
She looks tough. And then it says that I guess she was like a kicker at her high school and she was the youngest person ever in her state to win a black belt.
Oh, that's why she's posting pictures of her in karate when she's a little kid.
Exactly.
Because she's a badass. When I watched that video, she's a badass. And then you see her like, I don't know if it's before the game or after the game, and she's wearing like a really cool outfit, but her quads are like just massive. Like
totally.
She's cut.
Yeah, and she was like that when she played for the Phoenix Mercury. I mean, she just got traded to the Indiana Fever this
and it was a
season.
fight against the Suns,
and
too.
It was a fight against
the Mercury.
No, it was the Connecticut Sun, which was, they got...
when it says Suns, it's because...
Yeah.
Oh, the confusion.
The confusion with the WNBA and the NBA, but I highly recommend because the WNBA is like right in the beginning of its season, so there's some really good games.
I heard that her jersey's like sold out.
Yeah.
Everyone's all about
cool.
Sophie Cunningham
I believe
now.
it. I mean, I love to see that kind of passion. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a woman. Like, you can have passion. You can be about it. You can be physical. Just because you're pretty doesn't mean that you can't be tough.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's tough as Colin Fugg.
Okay.
You are. Have you not been you protected a friend in a fight?
Yeah.
Your brother,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
you got
a
thrown in jail?
times.
See, yeah, a couple times.
I wouldn't want to be
Sophie
on
Cunningham didn't get thrown in jail. You got thrown in jail.
You would want Kyle to be
neither
on
here
your
nor
side
there.
in a fight. You wouldn't want to be not on your side.
Yeah, I remember those stories. Now she's a mom.
Life's very different these days, right?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
having my life together is like knowing when appointments are and taking the kids to the right things. And yesterday, I did think I had it all together. I was like, okay, kids are getting, like, they had a babysitter. I'm like doing my thing and I'm going to go get my teeth cleaned. And so I show up at the dentist office and I'm like, life's running real smooth right now. And I'm like, they're like, can I help you? I'm like, just checking in, getting my teeth clean. They're like, oh, we don't have you on the schedule till July 15th.
You're like, that's how ahead of it I am.
Nobody goes to the dentist early.
I was like, oh, look at my schedule. And so when I had sculpture done on my face like a week ago, you're not really supposed to have like dental services done afterwards because your jaw gets a little sore and it's just not great for you. So I had rescheduled my dentist appointment and forgot to delete the first appointment.
Oh no.
So it's cool. I just, I was like, actually I just wanted to come in and say hi, check in, see how the office was doing. No big deal.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Have a great day. So sometimes you don't have it all together. It feels stupid.
You know who doesn't have it all together, but actually is giving the perception they do is my son Dutch. This is the weirdest thing, and it's hard to talk about it because I don't totally understand it. But he got invited to go with the family for a week to London, so he's in London, and right now he's sending me pictures. Right now, he's at a horse race in London called the Royal Ascot, which is like the Kentucky Derby. Right? He's never been to a horse race in his life, but this family was going, and the king is going to be there. And Prince William, who is no longer called Prince William, he's called the Duke of something, right?
Sussex.
The Duke of...
No, that's Harry. Harry's the Duke of Sussex.
Yeah, he's the
Windsor.
lineup.
Something of Windsor, right?
The Duke of Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
The Duke and
Edinburgh.
Duchess of Edinburgh are there. The King and the Queen are there. The Marquis of Salisbury is there.
I wonder, I'm interested. Do they have... Because, I feel like in Britain, people have a lot of respect for the royal family, but, do they have all kinds of Secret Service? What kind of security is there for that thing?
There's 4 carriages, and in the second carriage is also Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence is there, whoever these people are. And then, of course, Dutch Van Ness is there, and he is wearing, and he sent me video, he's wearing a tuxedo and a top hat. But it's black, and it's the tuxedo has tails, and he literally looks like Dumb and Dumber.
He doesn't give Bridgerton. It's giving.
No, he does not give Bridgerton vibes to me. He does not give Bridgerton vibes to me at all. He gives he's about to hit his friend in the back of the leg with a cane.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Like whatever the line is from that movie, from Dumb and Dumber, that's exactly what it looks like. I'll be posting some of these pictures in just a little bit on my Instagram.
Cool experience, though.
Yeah,
for him.
very cool. My mother-in-law, who's a psycho fan of the royal family, is beside herself that Dutch is at this thing. Blake goes, Dutch is going to this thing called the Royal Ascot. What? I'm Googling it. I know what it is.
Explain it to her.
The royals of all the royals are there in front of you. That's a pretty big deal.
Then I saw you sent me a picture. He's at Burger King. Anyway, Kyle, we got coming
that's
up.
royalty too.
What's coming up? 3 things you need to know.
So I started seeing this everywhere yesterday. Karen Reed was found not guilty. Now, this is the case that had TikTok in a chokehold. She was officially found not guilty in the death of her Boston cop boyfriend, John O'Keefe. The internet was losing it because this thing took a hold of everyone and started internet sleuths, internet detectives, TikTok, Reddit. There was all kinds of different groups turned into amateur detective boards. This case had a lot of wild twists, and it mainly caught everyone's attention because she was accused of a DUI. She was allegedly driving under the influence with her SUV, had an argument with her boyfriend, backed up into him and left him in the snow in a neighbor's yard to die. Well, there was the theory and possible actual thing that may have happened now that she's found not guilty, that the whole thing was actually a police cover-up and he was actually beaten inside with a fellow officer's house, and she was being framed so they could protect their own.
It is weird, though, because why would they leave a body out in the snow if they, so close to the house where he was beaten? If they were police officers, you'd think they'd get rid of the body.
There's a lot of things that are really fishy about it. You would think that, but when they could frame someone, there was something weird with the taillight. The taillight was in a strange place and whatnot. Either way, she's been found not guilty, and most people are hoping that maybe they are still pursuing justice for John O'Keefe and trying to find who actually did kill him and what really happened.
It was a surprising verdict.
Yeah. So the Buss family just cashed out. The LA Lakers just sold for a record-breaking $10 billion. Now, they sold it to the guy. His name's Mark Walter. He already owns the Dodgers. So now he owns the Dodgers and all the deciding shares of the LA Lakers. That's a heck of a portfolio.
I love that. I hope we see some Laker-Dodger crossovers because those are both my teams. So.
It's pretty awesome. Jeannie Buss, she's going to stay on as the governor of the company or whatever. But what I think is wild is her dad, Jerry Buss, bought the team in 1979 for $67.5 million, and they just sold it for $10 billion. Which is
investment.
So crazy.
it's like the most a sports franchise has ever been sold for. And check this out, it was only for like 51%.
Jeez.
So, yeah, the deciding shares. There is a test called the SRT test. It's the sitting rising test. And if you score perfectly, you may live longer. They say that this test could predict your lifespan. So the test is you sit on the floor and you have to stand up without using your hands or knees. Every time you use a knee or a hand or anything like that, your score is taken down a bit. But if you can get up without using your hands or knees, they say you could live.
I'm assuming
12
we should
years longer
try
than
this
usually.
and post the videos of all of us trying it.
think we
Grant's
should.
trying it right now, and he is
You can't do
struggling.
it. You're gonna die. You're gonna die, Grant.
He's falling all over.
Did you do it?
I got a cramp. I need to go to the hospital, guys.
The higher you score, the longer you live.
The higher. How do you score high?
If a perfect score is if you can get up completely from the ground without using your hands or knees in
Don't you
any
need
way.
your knees to get up?
We definitely need to try this.
I guess you should need your knees.
I'll try it.
Try it at home. If you want to look it up, it's the SRT test, sitting rising test, and that's 3 things you need to know.
Post Malone tickets on the line just after 8 this morning. Peyton's predictions. What's the vibe, Peyton?
I'm going to tell you your mental health mantra based on your zodiac sign.
877-937-1047. Good morning, Erica.
Hey,
What's your sign?
I am a Gemini.
Okay, so Geminis, when you're having a tough day and you just need to repeat your manifestation and your mantra, this is what you're going to say. Geminis, it's okay to feel more than I can explain. So I'm going to say it again. It's okay to feel more than I can explain.
I love that.
I
Okay,
know.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Erica.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
I really feel like these are so good. Like if you are just, things aren't going your way and you just need to lift yourself back up, I feel like these are so spot on for all of the zodiac signs.
Thomas, you ready to lift yourself back up?
Sir,
What's your sign?
Aquarius.
Okay, so
Are you under the covers?
Oh my God! Not yet. I wish I was.
Barely hear you. All right.
for Aquarius, your mental health mantra, it's going to be, my inner world matters even when it doesn't fit into words.
Oh wow,
I know, it's deep, but it's good.
that was a good one. That was a really good one.
All right, Thomas, have a good day. Monique, good morning.
Yes. Good morning, guys.
What is your sign?
I'm a Leo like Peyton.
Yes. Okay, I feel like this mantra is so spot on for me. So, Monique, you're going to have to let me know if you feel the same. I matter even when I'm not performing.
That is true.
I know. I feel like I always got to put on a show. It doesn't matter what I'm doing with my friends, my family. I feel like I always have to perform. So sometimes it's nice to know, that I matter
is.
regardless.
Yes, put yourself first.
Yes, girl.
Thanks, Monique.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Hi, Britt.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Just like Kyle. Okay, Libras, your mental health mantra, this is it for you. Keeping the peace shouldn't cost me my own.
Keeping the peace shouldn't cost me my own.
Yep.
Wow.
I know. You Libras, you guys are givers all of the time. You're always putting yourself out there, helping people out, but sometimes you forget about yourself.
That's very true. Very true.
All right, Britt, have a wonderful day.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
You too.
How about Pisces?
Rich Pisces, your mental health mantra. My feelings are valid even when they're overwhelming.
Ooh, I want it to be more fun than that.
Nope. It's just
Like,
real. We're getting real
gas.
today.
It's not a fun topic.
No.
It's a helpful topic.
I like the
Exactly.
mantra, gas, grass, or ass. No one rides for free.
Hey, you can have both. I'm not mad at that.
What do you got for Virgos?
Virgos, John Jay's our Virgos in the room. I don't need to fix everything, including myself.
Oh, that's a good one for you.
I feel like they're so spot on, and
Yeah.
everyone needed to know this. Like, I was like, I have to do this for horoscopes because I just feel like we all need it a little
Yeah,
bit.
for sure.
Anyway.
Speaking of fixing myself, I did I took all my plasma out of my body 2 days ago.
Yes, you say it so casually, like everybody
Yeah.
does that.
Yeah. And you can see the video on my
They
Instagram.
didn't put it back in? You're just
No.
plasmaless?
Yeah, they put in something else. It's called
Poison.
no,
Did you need your plasma?
a Blumen or some sort of liquid. But what they take all your plasma out, and then they put this other stuff in instead of your plasma, and then your body, your red blood cells make your plasma again over the next couple weeks. But I didn't tell my doctor about it. And I was walking into the parking lot yesterday and where my doctor lives, or my doctor's office, where I also work out. And the doctor was parking her car at the exact same time as me. And I was like, oh, I wonder if she saw my Instagram. I don't know if she believes in this. She's going to be snippy at me, right? And I don't know if she follows my Instagram. That's just my ego. I don't know if she does or not, right? So I'm like, I wonder if she can say something. So her and I start walking in the building same time. This other woman parks her car, and she's walking in, and she says, John Jay, what does Dr. Carey think about your plasma exchange?
Oh, no. She threw you under
How dare you?
Because the doctor and I had already made eye contact, and she didn't say, what's up with it? She was just already like, hey. I'm like, hey. So we're walking in together, and then this other girl says that, and I was like, oh, man. And she goes, what'd you do, my doctor? And I go, oh, I did the plasma exchange thing. I kind of like hinted to her a couple weeks ahead of time, and she didn't seem like she was a big fan of it. So then I'm working out, and I get a text from my doctor with an article that just came out yesterday morning about how good it is for you.
No,
and
that's
how
good.
It's the thing, and she was like all in. And I was like, yes!
All right.
Yes.
Ahead of the pack.
Like, my doctor is very skeptical of all types of things, but so she really believes in certain things. So when she believes in whatever gimmick I'm in, it makes me feel really good about
you should
Yeah.
feel good about that.
it. Yeah.
The video, like the plasma, it looked really heavy. So did you feel like a difference in like your weight, or did you notice a difference?
I didn't
That looked
notice
like
it.
2 pounds. It looked like.
It was pretty heavy, but I
thing
didn't.
looked
You know what's?
heavy.
That's a great question. I didn't notice that at all.
Well, maybe not, since they took out the plasma but put something else in.
That's true. Like Indiana Jones with the idol.
Right.
And when do you start to see the benefits of this plasma replacement?
Well, I don't know if it probably immediately, but I don't know if you feel any different. But I mean, it's like it got rid of all the garbage that's in my system. Like it got rid of any mold, any microplastics, any. There's a huge article on it.
the
on all
mold
the
stuff is supposed to be real bad, and not just like black mold, but like gray mold that you see in your house. All kinds of health stuff.
It got rid of the cholesterol in your body. It gets rid of everything.
Dang. So if the color, because it was like a yellowish kind of color, if it's darker, does that mean you have more microplastics and mold in your body? Like, is there a goal you can have for when you go into it next time?
God, I don't know, Peyton. That's a good question.
Like,
I
you
didn't
know,
ask-
when you drink water and if you use the bathroom.
Let's
if it's
call
darker?
Dr. Schmeigel.
I want to know. I'm interested.
I don't know. I don't know. I just did it. Like I was all excited. That's one of the things that. You remember yesterday? I was talking about in Stacks and Hacks that the one thing that makes you really happy, no matter how old you are, is when you trust people. If you trust, and I must really trust people because I've done a lack of a little bit of research on stem cells, and I've done it. I trust people.
Medically, you trust strangers.
I do.
But people you know, you don't,
Don't
trust
trust
at
people
all.
I know at all. Medical field, I'm all in.
If
Do
you're
this.
a stranger in the medical field, John Jay will trust you.
The stuff that they put in my body, I think, was called albumin. Does that sound right?
I don't know. I've never heard of any of this stuff.
Albumin. Let me see. Albumin.
I got a cousin named Albumin. Good guy.
Albumin. A protein primarily made in the liver and found in the blood. There you go. It plays a crucial role in maintaining fluid balance. Thank you. That was my new thing. Anyway, if you're into it, because I got a bunch of messages yesterday from people asking me about it. It's on my Instagram, and the name of the place is there, the doctor's there, all that stuff's there, and it's really cool. And it's in Scottsdale, and it's I say do it. It's called Regen. Do you remember?
Uh-uh.
I said it because I said it on the air yesterday. You have a pretty good memory.
Plasma are us.
Hold on, let me find it.
Albumin.com.
Regen Pain and Wellness. Regen Pain and Wellness, yeah.
So if you're going looking for pain,
It's 104.7 KISS FM, John Jay and Rich, and it's Stacks and Hacks. I have stacks of information. Rich has life hacks. Instacart put out a list of grocery items that peak in popularity during the week of 4th of July last year. This was huge last year. What do you think number one was? What were the top three?
Hot dogs.
watermelon.
Hamburgers.
Watermelon's number 3. Hot dog buns. Number 1, canned baked beans.
Oh, yeah.
Canned baked beans.
Because they're delicious, canned,
Yeah.
fresh. It's still good.
I'm with you. You throw on the brown sugar and the bacon on top.
Yes,
Woo!
let's go.
Fire.
3 women were hurt when a heavy sign that said, I love tacos, crashed down on them at a taco festival in Colorado last week. It's like a funny headline. I thought, this is kind of funny. When I listened to it,
We got to Top Taco. We were super excited. The 4 of us went and posed in front of it, and it was really the last thing I remember.
It was just like all of a sudden the sign was on us. I couldn't believe how heavy it was.
I remember I kept reaching for the top of my head, like, I feel like my head has exploded. 11 staples, 4-inch gash in my head.
Oh my gosh.
4 fractured vertebrae. A lot of chaos and nobody knowing where or what to do.
And then immediately they were like, we can't get an ambulance here. A golf cart pulled up and they're like, we're going to have to move you in a golf cart. And at that point we knew she was having neck pain. Like, we can't get her up walking to a golf cart.
Isn't that crazy?
That sounds very, very insane.
The world's most livable city for 2025, voted number 1 in the world. Any guesses?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Scottsdale.
Copenhagen, Denmark.
Oh, so close.
Honolulu, Hawaii was the highest ranked city in the United States at number 23.
23, that's as high as we got?
In Las Vegas, the Hotel the Aria, we're there, we do a lot of events there because of the iHeart Festival. We stay there sometimes. They charge guests for a bottle of water $26.
Oh my gosh. I thought it was crazy spending $5.50 for a bottle of water at the movie theater.
I know. A video's gone viral from TSA. A woman claims a TSA agent told her never to put her phone directly in the TSA bin because...
The thing I'm absolutely never doing when I go through TSA, I am not putting my phone directly into one of the container or bins. I did this once. The TSA agent looked at me and said, this is the fastest way to get it stolen. Number one thing that they see stolen on a regular basis is phones, and that's because they are left out and available, and you know the lines can back up, and somebody could just swipe it, and you're not paying attention until you realize it's too late, and then try traveling without your phone. Always make sure that your valuables are zipped up into your bag when they go through the scanners.
I find it kind of hard to believe. Put your phone in there.
Oh, I bet it happens all the time.
Why would you take a phone?
Well, it's probably a mistake most of the time because phones kind of look
That makes
alike and you
sense.
just grab whatever.
But also, scammers would totally take phones. People have all their information on phones these days. Bank stuff. Like, you just go in on their Amazon account, buy whatever.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Did you know the power of your favorite sing-along car song can totally change your mood? I will give you an example, and then I will ask you guys. Like, in my house, there is a song that is banned from my house because my wife, Stacy, completely hates it. But I'm in such a good mood when it's on that I sing it in my car. And it is The Fountains of Wayne, Stacy's mom. Here we go. Stacy's mom has got it going on.
So it puts you in a good mood, but I get why she wouldn't like it.
I know.
It's about
She's
you
like, "Come
wanting
on."
to bang her mom.
Yeah, and her mom just passed away recently. And she doesn't like it. How can you be in a bad mood?
She doesn't want that.
Well, so what is a song, John Jay, that you like to sing along out loud in the car whenever it comes on?
I love Tao Cruz, Dynamite.
That's a good one.
Right? Always in a good mood. Freaking love this song.
I think I made a dance to this song when I was like in the 6th grade.
My kid used to dance around to it.
Did to my parents.
Do you remember we interviewed him, but he had no sense of humor? Because I asked him about being related to Tom Cruise. He's Tayo Cruz. This song's a great song.
Remember we asked Jason Derulo if he could do Tayo Cruz at his shows? Do you got any covers? You should do Dynamite. What about you, Peyton? Your sing-along car jam?
It has to be probably Pour Some Sugar, Def Leppard.
Dang.
That's surprising.
I know. Some sugar on me. Oh, this is my jam. Pour some sugar on me. Thank you for making my day, Rich.
See? And what about you, Kyle? What's your sing-along car jam?
I said probably the opposite of pour some sugar on me. I like a little We Don't Talk About Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno. No.
You know, it's funny because the Pour Some Sugar on Me, I picture like a sexy woman walking on stage, like all sexy. I have this walk in my head. In fact, you did the walk last week that we were doing the fashion show. I don't see that walk with We Don't Talk About Bruno.
No, it's a little different. It's a little different.
She was right on when she said totally different.
Well, sing along to your favorite song in the car is your secret weapon to starting your day, or if you have to go to a big meeting or anything where you have to be in front of people and need the energy, it really changes your whole mind. In fact, it just worked right here. Look at you guys. Look at the smiles. Look at the energy.
Well, I'm reading a text from Nick. He's like, why does Tayo Cruz come up so often on this show? And he goes, I sent this to you Monday. Like, I don't know where Tayo Cruz goes.
That's amazing. All right, that life hack and many more can be found at johnjanerich.com.
It's 877-937-1047. The text line, you text JJR. So you have to put JJR in front of it and then whatever you want to say to us to 96893. Joseph, good morning.
How's it going? I was just calling about, sorry, Rich had his stacks and hacks about the radio, and like the song that he really enjoyed was Stacy's Mom.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Having dated a girl named Stacy when that song was popular, I have just an idea, change the lyrics up a little bit. Instead of it being Stacy's mom, you say Stacy's the bomb, she's got it going on.
Oh, look at that.
Can you get Fountains of Wayne to change that?
Let's go, Fountains of Wayne.
And Rich, you should totally re-record the song and change the lyrics.
I don't know, it's kind of perfection
Exactly.
the way it is, but okay, I take your advice.
It's good advice.
Yeah.
Great.
I love it.
Yep, that's all I had.
Thanks, Joseph.
Have a good day.
Stacy's bomb. Stacy's bomb. She's got it going. That's good.
That's
It's
good.
funny. I was reading this article on BuzzFeed about these women are spilling the tea on what sexy things give them the ick. Right? They give them the ick.
Sexy things that give you the ick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the number one thing was like, I don't want anyone singing to me ever. Do not.
Unless you really have the voice of an angel, I might agree.
That's number one. Oh, hey, here's a text about Nick. What happened to Nick's cyst? Nick had this growth on his neck for the longest time.
Still does.
Nick, what's the latest? Because you've done nothing except try to poke it.
Yeah, and I continue to poke it. It's the what's coming out of it is clearing up, but it seemingly smells worse.
God, that grosses me out.
Why don't you go get it checked out?
It's infected for sure.
Has it gotten smaller or bigger?
So what's inside feels harder, but it seems to have gotten smaller.
Get it checked
Again,
out.
why don't you go get it checked out?
I don't know. I'm a busy guy.
Or
I
at
have
least
so many busy things.
Your health should be a priority.
you should look on YouTube. I've seen this thing because I looked it up for you. You could get like a 2-liter soda can, heat it up, and then you put it up against it, and it sucks it right out.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
At least do that for us.
Yesterday I heated the needle, and that was a worse mistake.
Yeah, why would you do that? You might get sepsis and die.
I mean, that feels extreme, but thank you, Peyton.
I'm just saying.
Go get it checked out.
So I saw this article. It was like stress relieving hacks involve taking care of things now so you don't have to worry about them in the future. Like the 5-second rule. You drop a mozzarella stick on the floor, pick it up, eat it within 5 seconds. You don't have to clean it up a week from now.
Fair.
Right? Flossing your teeth is a thing you do now so your future me doesn't suffer, right?
What about, do you guys, well, I know you two don't, but for gas, if it's about a half a tank, it's going to be least expensive if you fill it up at a half a tank, and then you get a full tank of gas instead of no gas later on. So you might as well fill it up.
I can't do that.
I know you can't.
I fill mine up
should.
and it's like 4 or 5 gallons left before I run out.
Same thing with your phone. You should not let it drain all the way. It's going to take longer to charge it. So just charge it.
This person said, treating my children well for when they need to take care of you later.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a smart one. I
Right.
think like meal prep goes under that, right? Like prepping your lunches for
Yeah.
the week so you don't have to worry about it later. Then you eat healthier and it's like a whole domino effect of greatness.
Yeah.
Pulling my socks off so they're not inside out makes folding laundry that much quicker.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
Writing everything down right away so future me isn't stuck trying to remember what past me forgot. Boy, that's a good one. Every time I think, sometimes like during the show, I'll go, or during the day, I'll go, that's good. I'm going to bring that up on the air tomorrow. I'll write it down later, and then I forget.
Then it's gone vapor.
I know. Preparing the coffee maker the night before, saving money and investing in the stock market or retirement accounts, getting gas after work instead of before work, going to the gym and doing mobility exercises for future middle-aged me. That's good because we were just talking about that thing you just brought up. The
SRT, sitting rising test.
Ooh, I wonder if I do mobility exercises every Wednesday. I just did it yesterday.
You're going to nail it.
I don't know. It looks so hard and Grant. We got to do that here coming up. We're going to film. What is it? You sit down. You have to get up standing
Well,
up.
so technically, it's a half and half test. So you have to be able to sit down without using your hands or knees, and you also have to stand up from a sitting position without using your hands or knees.
Oh, wait. So you start standing. You have to sit.
So to get a perfect score, you would get all 5 points if you could sit down without using any assistance, hands or knees. And then from there, stand up, you get the extra 5 points. It's a 10-point test.
Does falling count?
I was just going to say.
Yeah, you lose points because you would technically use other parts of your body to carry you.
Fall quickly,
Yeah.
I would think that would, like, if this was like a game,
Cheat the
like if
system.
this was a game like Squid Games, and they're going to kill you if you get it wrong.
It sounds like you're going to die anyway if you can't get up on your own.
Things you do now so future self doesn't suffer. Getting my clothes ready the night before for the next morning.
Totally.
Doing my dishes right after eating. Cleaning my home on Thursday so when I come home on Friday evening, I can immediately start to relax. Those are some things.
I clean the sink because I don't want to wake up in the morning and see like crusty utensils
Dishes.
in the sink.
For me, I feel like I always take ibuprofen before I start drinking, so I don't have as bad as a hangover.
Good job.
That's a
Paige.
good hack.
I know. Thank you.
Well, I was telling you guys that I do this thing where my wife started putting these bottles of water in the fridge for me. And then she stopped doing it for whatever reason. We never talked about it or anything. Yesterday, when I came home from work, they were already in the fridge. And I said, "Did you hear the show today?" And she was like, "No." I'm like, "Okay." So I should have and I said, "Thanks for doing that." She goes, "You're welcome." So anyway, what I do is at night, I take those bottles of water and I put electrolyte in it at night. So when I wake up in the morning, it's the first thing I drink and it's already mixed.
That's clever.
Right? Because I feel like it's better if it's already mixed and everything.
Like if it's been electrolyting in the water for a while.
Yeah. Again, in my own stupid little conspiracy theory.